In the hazy twilight of an ordinary evening, a gathering of colleagues on a familiar veranda is shattered by an inexplicable phenomenon, plunging them into a nightmarish odyssey that defies reason and challenges their very perception of reality. As shadows twist and whisper secrets from realms beyond, an ancient evil stirs, its hunger for chaos threatening to consume them all. Brace yourself for a journey into the heart of darkness, where bonds will be tested, and the line between courage and fear blurs in the face of unimaginable terror. Welcome to Eerie Encounters and Hauntings. We are thrilled to have you join us for 2 new spine-tingling tales of the paranormal each week, stories that will make you shiver with fear and keep you on the edge of your seat. From haunted houses to possessed objects, we have the most bone-chilling tales of the supernatural. Get ready for a terrifying journey into the unknown with our bone-chilling episodes featuring blood-curdling stories that will send shivers down your spine. So hit that like button, share the horror with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. This story will make shiver and fright. This is entitled The Terrifying Secrets of Otherworldly Entities. This was shared by Sam. Let's get started. The oppressive heat of the day lingered on the veranda, casting long, distorted shadows that danced playfully across the worn bamboo furniture. Laughter and clinking glasses, remnants of our usual lightheartedness, had dissolved into an unsettling silence, thick with unspoken tension. We, a close-knit group of colleagues who gathered for after-work solace, stood at the precipice of something unsettling. As I settled into my usual spot, a shiver crawled up my spine, distinct from the evening chill. It was a deeper unease, an instinctive foreboding of the unsettling events about to unfold. The familiar atmosphere felt like a faded photograph, replaced by a subtle shift, as if a shroud had been drawn over the sun, dimming the vibrant energy that normally resonated between us. One by one, our colleagues arrived, their shadows stretching behind them like harbingers of the unspoken fear I felt. The usual banter faltered, replaced by murmured greetings and furtive glances. The camaraderie that defined our evenings had evaporated, replaced by a creeping suspicion that hung heavy in the air. It was an invisible hand squeezing our throats, silencing laughter and amplifying the growing panic. Then, without warning, it began. A soft, ethereal glow emanated from the corners of the veranda, dancing on the walls like disembodied fireflies. We watched, transfixed, as the light coalesced into shimmering figures, their forms shifting like smoke caught in a breeze. Whispers, carried on the wind, filled the air, their haunting melodies sending shivers down our spines. The shadows took form, morphing into faces contorted in a mixture of longing and anguish. They weren't human, not entirely. Their eyes, devoid of pupils, seemed to pierce through us, laying bare our deepest fears and desires. Fear mingled with morbid curiosity as we watched these otherworldly beings interact, their whispers weaving a chilling narrative of a world beyond our understanding. Time melted away. Fear was replaced by a numb acceptance of the surreal spectacle unfolding before us. The veil between our world and the other had thinned, granting us a glimpse into the abyss. Panic threatened to rise, but the shared experience, the unspoken understanding in our eyes, kept it at bay. Suddenly, a guttural shriek ripped through the night, shattering the fragile peace. The shadows recoiled, the ethereal glow intensifying. A chilling presence washed over us, suffocating and malevolent. It felt ancient, hungry, and it was looking right at me. Its empty eyes bore into mine, feeding on my deepest fears, amplifying them until they threatened to consume me. Terror froze me in place. My breath hitched in my throat, my heart pounding a frantic rhythm against my ribs. Then, just as abruptly as it appeared, the presence vanished, leaving behind only an echo of dread. The shadows dissipated, the glow faded, and the veranda returned to its normal state, silent and bathed in the silvery moonlight. We sat there, huddled together, speechless and trembling. The shared experience had forged an invisible bond between us, a silent pact sworn in the face of the unknown. We knew we couldn't explain what we had witnessed, yet it had irrevocably changed us. The nightmarish visions, the chilling whispers, the suffocating presence, they were burned into our memories, forever altering our perception of reality. The following days were a blur of unease and unspoken anxieties. Sarah, our usually bubbly colleague, started experiencing vivid night terrors where the shadows took the form of a childhood bully, whispering taunts about a long-buried secret. Mark, our resident researcher, became increasingly withdrawn, his days consumed by deciphering ancient texts and symbols, convinced the entity was drawn to Sarah's hidden trauma. Lisa, prone to premonitions, felt a growing dread, her visions hinting at the entity's return in the apartment complex consumed by darkness. Driven by fear and a desire to protect their colleagues, they embarked on separate investigations. Sarah, fueled by curiosity and unease, unearthed an old diary hidden in the unit where a girl had mysteriously vanished years ago. The diary spoke of strange shadows and whispers, hinting at a portal to another realm hidden within the complex's foundation. Mark, drawing parallels between the diary and his research, discovered references to an ancient ritual performed on the land before the apartments were built, meant to appease restless spirits. Lisa, guided by her premonitions, delved into local folklore and legends, searching for clues to banish the entity permanently. Unwilling to break the pact but fearing ridicule, Mark confided in his girlfriend, Elena. While initially skeptical, she experienced a chilling encounter similar to ours, forcing them to acknowledge the truth. Elena, a doctor, became concerned about Sarah's well-being and secretly started researching the psychological impact of paranormal phenomena. As their investigations progressed, the pieces started falling into place, painting a terrifying picture. The diary described symbols matching those Mark found. The pieces fell into place, revealing a horrifying tapestry. The diary described symbols matching those Mark found in ancient texts, suggesting the ritual mentioned was used to close the portal to the entity's realm. Lisa's premonitions, though fragmented, revealed glimpses of the ritual gone wrong, unleashing darkness upon the complex. The girl's disappearance from the abandoned unit aligned with the diary's mention of a sacrifice needed for the ritual's success. Driven by urgency and a shared sense of responsibility, they decided to combine their knowledge. Sarah, overcoming her fear, shared the diary's contents. Mark, fueled by his obsession, proposed performing a counter-ritual based on the symbols and chance discovered. Lisa, her eyes filled with dread, warned of the inherent danger, fearing they might unintentionally worsen the situation. Elena, torn between logic and the undeniable truth, proposed testing Mark's plan first in a controlled environment. She convinced him to use a similar ritual on an object imbued with Sarah's fear, hoping to weaken the entity's connection to her and gauge the ritual's effects. The attempt proved successful, temporarily disrupting the entity's hold on Sarah and offering a glimmer of hope. Yet, their victory was short-lived. Lisa's visions intensified, showing the entity manipulating their emotions and exploiting the fear they harbored. The ritual, she warned, could be a trap, a catalyst for a more powerful manifestation. But with the entity growing stronger each day, inaction felt equally perilous. Torn between hope and fear, they debated their next move. Mark, determined to act, argued for a modified ritual, incorporating Elena's scientific safeguards and focusing on permanently closing the portal. Sarah, hesitant but resolute, agreed, driven by the desire to protect her colleagues from her own fear. Lisa, despite her premonitions, stood by them, offering her guidance and unwavering support. Under the cloak of a moonless night, they gathered in the apartment complex's dusty basement, the air thick with tension. The makeshift altar held the diary, symbols drawn in chalk, and objects imbued with their fears. They chanted the modified words, their voices trembling, the weight of their actions heavy on their chests. The room pulsed with an eerie energy. Shadows writhed on the walls, whispers filled the air, and the diary pages fluttered wildly. Then, silence. Had they succeeded? A surge of relief washed over them, quickly replaced by a chilling tremor that shook the building. From the depths of the darkness, the entity roared, its presence suffocating and malevolent. The shadows materialized, contorted into monstrous forms, attacking with icy tendrils. A desperate battle ensued, fueled by fear and determination. Sarah channeled her fear into a blinding light, temporarily holding back the darkness. Mark, his knowledge tested, activated protective wards that slowed the shadows' advance. Lisa, guided by instincts honed by premonitions, led them towards a hidden escape route they had discovered. Emerging from the basement, gasping for breath, they watched as the entity's enraged screams echoed within. They had escaped, but the victory felt hollow. The portal remained open, a gaping wound in reality, and the entity wouldn't rest until it claimed them. Their ordeal had just begun. With renewed resolve, they delved deeper into the apartment complex's history. The diary and local legends led them to an abandoned well, said to be the nexus of the portal. As they approached, the air turned frigid, whispers filled the wind, and shadows writhed around them. Sarah, drawn by an unseen force, stumbled towards the well's edge. Mark and Lisa lunged forward, pulling her back just as the shadows materialized, clawing at them with icy tendrils. A desperate struggle ensued, the entity's power growing with each passing moment. Just as hope seemed lost, Elena, armed with knowledge gleaned from her research, intervened. Using specialized equipment, she disrupted the entity's hold on the shadows, weakening it significantly. Seeing their chance, Mark, remembering the symbols from the counter ritual, inscribed them on the well's edge with chalk. As he chanted the final words, the well erupted in a blinding light, the entity shrieking in fury. The light intensified, then abruptly vanished, leaving behind only an echoing silence. Had they finally closed the portal? Cautiously, they approached the well. It was filled with swirling mist, but the unsettling presence was gone. Relief washed over them, mixed with a lingering unease. Their ordeal had changed them forever, forging an unbreakable bond and leaving them forever vigilant against the unseen shadows that danced at the edges of their lives. However, the diary's final entry, hidden in a secret compartment, sent shivers down their spines. It spoke of another, more powerful entity, awakened by the disturbance, drawn to their world by the weakened veil. The battle may be over, but the true horror might just be beginning. As the initial relief subsided, the chilling words of the diary lingered, casting a long shadow over their hard-won victory. The entity they had faced might be banished, but a far greater threat loomed on the horizon, the devourer of worlds. Fear threatened to consume them, but they had tasted both terror and courage, forging a bond far stronger than fear. Mark, driven by a renewed desperation, delved deeper into the cryptic writings, unearthing fragments of forgotten lore about the devourer. He discovered it wasn't just an entity, but a malevolent consciousness, feeding on despair and chaos. The portal's disruption had served as a beacon, drawing its attention to their world. Sarah, haunted by whispers from the entity's realm, began experiencing nightmarish visions of the devourer's arrival. These visions, however, held a glimmer of hope, a hidden artifact known as the Soul Anchor, said to possess the power to bind the devourer's essence. Sarah's visions, though terrifying, became their roadmap to survival. Lisa, her premonition shifting, saw glimpses of the devourer's vulnerabilities. It thrived on disharmony and fractured alliances. Their unity, the fragile pact forged in the shadows, was their most potent weapon. She became their anchor, reminding them of the strength they found in each other. Elena, spurred by the urgency, collaborated with Mark, channeling her scientific expertise into harnessing the Soul Anchor's power. Days turned into weeks as they deciphered ancient inscriptions and constructed a device to amplify the artifact's energy, creating a beacon of hope against the encroaching darkness. Their quest led them beyond the familiar confines of the apartment complex. They followed cryptic clues, venturing into forgotten ruins and desolate landscapes, guided by Sarah's visions and Lisa's premonitions. Each step was fraught with danger, shadowed by the whispers of the devourer and the ever-present fear of failure. The final confrontation unfolded in a forgotten temple, the air thick with a suffocating presence. The devourer materialized, a swirling vortex of malevolent energy, its tendrils clawing at the fabric of reality. Fear threatened to overwhelm them, but the memories of shared struggles and the weight of their responsibility cemented their resolve. The battle raged, a desperate dance between darkness and light. Sarah, channeling her fear into raw power, unleashed waves of purifying energy. Mark, activating the soul anchor, projected its binding energy towards the devourer. Lisa, guided by premonitions, identified weaknesses in the entity's form, directing Elena's amplified energy strikes. The battle raged, pushing them to their limits. Sarah collapsed, consumed by her own power. Mark's device sputtered, overloaded by the sheer force of the devourer, just as despair threatened to engulf them. Lisa, eyes blazing with conviction, stepped forward. Channeling her premonitions, she projected a vision of unity, a tapestry woven from their shared experiences, their unwavering bond. The vision resonated across the battlefield, momentarily stunning the devourer. Seizing the opportunity, Elena unleashed a final, amplified blast, fueled by Mark's guidance and the collective energy of their bond. The soul anchor's energy surged, binding the devourer's essence. With a final shriek, the entity dissipated, leaving behind only an echo of its malevolent power. Silence descended, thick and heavy. They had won, but at a cost. Sarah lay unconscious, her future uncertain. The scars of the battle, both physical and emotional, ran deep. Yet, amidst the exhaustion and grief, a flicker of hope remained. They had faced the darkness and emerged, battered but unbroken. Their victory, however, was not an ending but a beginning. The whispers never truly ceased, and the veil between worlds remained fragile. They knew their bond, forged in the crucible of fear, would be their shield against the shadows that still lurked beyond the veil. They were the guardians, forever vigilant, forever changed by the darkness they had faced and the strength they had found in each other. Their story, a testament to courage and unity, became a whispered legend, a beacon of hope for those who dared to face the unseen. And so, their lives continued, forever intertwined by their shared ordeal. Though their paths diverged, the pact they had forged remained, a silent promise to stand together against whatever darkness might threaten their world, a testament to the enduring power of human connection in the face of unimaginable horror. If this video left you spellbound, dive deeper into the world of chilling tales by joining our channel, Eerie Encounters and Hauntings. Access a treasure trove of bone-chilling stories waiting for you with new episodes 2 times a week. Spread the fear among your friends and family who crave a good scare and give them goosebumps. We'd love to hear your spine-tingling experiences as well, so don't hesitate to share them in the comments. You can also send us your story so we can feature it in one of our future episodes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay scared. Disclaimer: this video is for entertainment purposes only. The stories depicted in this video are shared by people who believe they are true, but they have not been verified. Any resemblance to real people or events is purely coincidental. The views and opinions expressed in this video are those of the people who shared the stories and do not necessarily reflect the views of YouTube, Google, or Facebook. The channel does not endorse the views expressed in this video. This video is not intended to be used as evidence of any supernatural or paranormal activity. If you are experiencing paranormal activity, please contact a qualified professional.